In the heart of East Cobb, a mother-daughter duo has been operating a local beauty salon for over 20 years. As long-term residents of the community, Charlie and Angelica Blakely serve their clients and make a living off of their hard work. Wanting to get more insight into their experiences over the past few years, I decided to spend 2 days documenting them and getting an idea on how they have handled a changing world.
I look at my book first to see what I have and the clients that I have for the day to prepare myself mentally, because everybody's different, so you have to adapt yourself to each client. Go and mix up my color for my first client if it's a color. And most of my clients I've had for over 20 years, so it's more like greeting a friend.
Well, first of all, we had to close down. And then to be able to open back up, we had to meet specific safety guidelines. And on top of that, we had a lot of clients who the guidelines that were set weren't enough. So we went above and beyond to try to make sure that everybody was safe.
How we had to prepare the salon for our clients to the point of having air purifiers, bags to put their purses in when they came in, and masks for everybody. We had masks, so that took extra time in our appointments to do all of that. And we had to make sure that our clients felt safe and secure because, they were scared.
Our days were longer, yet we weren't making as much money because there weren't as many clients, and having to go through every single thing that we were doing safety and health wise with every single client, assuring them that we were okay, making sure that we were tested. It was a lot.
So much because you have to remember, we deal with our clients on a personal level. It's not like somebody comes in and you do their hair and they leave. And then the financial issue of clients spreading their appointments out twice as long, not coming in. We had a number of clients who moved, who would not have moved had COVID not hit. So it's been very challenging financially, emotionally. We lost a couple of clients that I said we had most of my clients for over 20 years, and it was very difficult to lose a client because of COVID. She passed away. That was very hard.
It just was every few months there was a new strain. So it was like we were starting all over again every single time. But now we've lost clients because their husbands have lost jobs, they've lost jobs, they've moved, people who got sick, people who lost family members.
Not only were we dealing with it in our own lives, but we have to deal with it with everyone else's lives also.
made me realize that when we need to, we can pull together to support each other. I was happy that I had my mom and I, because I don't know if it was just a random employee, if we would have supported each other as much.
I think it's made it easier because we're attached. We're attached in a way that if I had an employee, that would not be there. The attachment, the understanding, the I get it, the caring enough. It's not that an employee wouldn't care. Of course they would, but they would not care as deeply. Extremely stressful 24/7. You know, you can't go home and relax. You're constantly thinking about it, constantly thinking, you know, is this week going to be okay? Is not knowing whether you're going to be out of business or not. That's huge, as it has been with a lot of people who've owned businesses.
Draining, scary. I don't know, because I got COVID at the beginning of all of it, and I was sick, really sick for 3 weeks. And I think once I experienced it and I came out of it, and then my dad got it and he was in the hospital, I had a different outlook on COVID than people who hadn't experienced it, didn't have it. I knew it was something serious. I was surprised at how many people didn't take it seriously, and it was scary. You never know what someone's going through. So when someone has an attitude or isn't being friendly, I always say to myself, you don't know what they went through. They could have just found out they lost a parent. They could have just had something traumatic happen in their marriage. They could have just gotten in a car accident before they came in and they're stressed out. You don't know. But more times than not, it's just people choosing how they treat people.
Not to take things for granted. Because I think we all do that, including people who own businesses, with their customers, their clients. They can get to a stagnant points where they take things for granted.
I feel like if we all make a conscious decision to just be a little bit kinder, it makes a huge difference in people's lives. You don't know how your interaction with someone is going to change their day. Whether they have felt like there was no one cared, no one's even asked them how their day was, so who's going to care if they're gone, or if someone's making some drastic decision to change something in a negative way in their life that day. You don't know how you impact someone, and you don't know how you've changed the course of their day. And I feel like that's important. So you may not be able to financially contribute to people. You may not be in a position to go out and do acts of service, but you can always choose to treat people with kindness.
I don't know about the rest of the world, because, you know, you have no control over that. But you can only do the best that you can do and try to move forward. But you have to stay focused. You can't just take a back seat. This was a rude awakening that you could lose everything.